were hard and things were bad, but there's a silver lining behind every cloud. Just poor people, that's all we were, trying to make a living out of black lead dirt. We get together in a family circle, sing out loud. Daddy sang bass,
and Mama sang tenor.
Me and little brother was all right in there.
Singing seemed to help a troubled soul. One of these days it won't be long, I'll rejoin them in a song. Gonna join the family circle at the throne. Oh no, the circle won't be broken. By and by, Lord, by and by. Daddy'll sing bass,
And Mama sang tenor.
Me and little brother was all right in there.
in the sky, Lord, in the sky. John Carter, I remember after work, my mom would call in all of us, and you could hear us singing for a country mile. Now little brother's done gone, oh, I'll rejoin him in the song. We'll be together again up yonder in a little while. Daddy'll sing bass,
And Mama sang tenor.
Me and little brother was all right in there.
Rosie's singing seems to help a troubled soul. One of these days it won't be long, I'll rejoin them in a song. Gonna join the family circle at the throne. Tell it, girl. Oh no, the circle
Won't be
will
broken.
not be broken by and by, Lord, by and by. Daddy sing bass,
And Mama sang tenor.
Me and little brother was all right in there.
in the sky, Lord, in the sky.
Keep on the sunny side, always on the sunny side. Keep on the sunny side of life. It will help us every day if we'll brighten all the way. If we'll keep on the sunny side of life. There's a dark and troubled side of life. There's a bright and a sunny side too. And though we meet with the darkness and strife, that sunny side we also may view. Keep on the sunny side, always on the sunny side. Keep on the sunny side of life. It will help us every day, it will brighten our way. It will keep on the sunny side of life. Let us greet with a song of hope each day. Though the moments be cloudy or fair, let us trust in our Savior always to keep us everyone in His care. Keep on the sunny side, always on the sunny side. Keep on the sunny side of life. It will help us every day. It will brighten our way. It will keep on the sunny side of life.
Well, it feels like it was last Thursday. It was the day that I was born in that one-room sharecropper shack. They said my mama left me the day before she had me, hit the road and never once looked back. Allow me to mention that my grandma's old age pension is the reason I'm standing here today. I got on my country learning, milking and a churning, picking cotton, raising cane and baling hay. And I've been to Georgia on a fast train, honey. I wasn't born no yesterday. I got a good Christian race, had an 8th grade education. Ain't no need for y'all to be treating me this way. The sweet Carolina, I don't guess I'll ever find another woman put together like you are. I like that wiggle in your walking, your big city talking, and your brand new shiny Plymouth ragtop car. Hurry up and wait, in this world of give and take, seems like haste makes for waste most every time. But I declare to my soul, when I hear those angels roll, you better know that I'm gonna get my swing.
Here's a song written by June Parker. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher, and it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire, the ring of fire. Love is a burning thing, and it makes a fiery ring. Bound by wild desire, I fell into a ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher, and it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire, the ring of fire. Welcome to our show. We're glad to have you. I hope you have a good time tonight. It ain't raining inside. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher, and it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire, the ring of fire. The taste of love is sweet when hearts like ours meet. I fell for you like a child. Oh, but the fire went wild. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher, and it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire, the ring of fire. And it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire, the ring of fire, the ring of fire. June and the Carters will be back. They'll be back. I want to show you my car. I want to show you my car. I got a very unusual car. I want to show you all my car. I left Kentucky back in '49. I went to Detroit working on the assembly line. The first year they had me putting wheels on Cadillacs. Every day I'd watch them beauties roll by, and sometimes I'd hang my head and cry. Always wanted me one that was long and black. One day I devised myself a plan that should be the envy of most any man. I'd sneak it out of there in a lunchbox in my hand. Now getting caught meant getting fired, but I figured to have it all by the time I retired. Have me a car worth at least $100 grand. I'd get it one piece at a time, and it wouldn't cost me a dime. You'll know it's me when I come through your town. I'm gonna ride around in style, drive everybody wild. I'll have the only one there is around. Well, I was gonna show you my car. Maybe. Well, the very next day when I checked in with my big lunchbox and help of my friends, I left that day with a lunchbox full of gear. I never considered myself a thief, but GM wouldn't miss just one little piece, especially if I strung it out over several years. The first day I got me a fuel pump, the next day I got me an engine and a trunk, then I got me a transmission and all the chrome. The little things I could get in my big lunchbox, like nuts and bolts and all four shocks. The big stuff I stuck out in my buddy's mobile home. Well, now, up to now, my plan went all right till we tried to put it all together one night, and that's when I noticed that something was definitely wrong. The transmission was a 53 and the motor turned out to be a 73, and we wouldn't try to put on the bolts, all the holes were gone. Well, we drilled it out so that it would fit, and with a little bit of help from an adapter kit, had that engine running just like a song. The headlights was another sight, had two on the left and one on the right, but when we pulled out the switch, all three of them come on. And the back end looked kind of funny too, but we put it together, and when we got through, that's when I noticed that we only had one tail fin. About that time, my wife walked out, and I could see in her eyes that she had her doubts, but I said, "Come here, baby, I want to show you my car." The bucket's false. "Come on, honey. Come on, you'll like it. You'll like it. Don't worry about it. It won't hurt you." So they got two headlights on the front, left on, one on the right, and I got one door on this side now. You get in there if you want to, or you come around and get in the back, because you see I got two doors on this side. I want to take you for a ride. You're going to love my car. Baby, you look about 15 years younger. So we went uptown just to get the tags, and I headed her right on down Main Drag. You could hear everybody laughing for blocks around. But up there at the courthouse, they didn't laugh, 'cause to type it up took the whole staff, and when they got through, the title weighed 60 pounds. I got it one piece at a time, and it wouldn't cost me a dime. You'll know it's me when I come through your town. I'm gonna ride around in style, drive everybody wild, 'cause I'll have the only one there is around. Yeah, Red Rider, this is the Cottonmouth and the Psycho Billy Cadillac, come on. No, I just went up to the factory to pick it up. It's cheaper that way. Well, I went up to the factory several times to pick it up. Yeah, took me a long time. You gotta get out of there, baby. I got my pet in there. Yeah, well, he won't bother you. He lives in there. He lives in my car. He's my guard. He's my guard snake. He lives there. Don't worry about it, man. Say what? Yeah. Say what year is this car? I don't know. I have no idea, but I think it's about it's a 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59 automobile. And it's about a 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70 automobile. That's my car. Hello, I'm Johnny Cash. I'm glad to see y'all. How you doing? I hear the train a-comin', it's rolling around the bend, and I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on. But the train keeps rolling on down to San Antonio. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. When I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head and cry. Folks eat in a fancy dining car. They're probably drinking coffee and smoking big cigars. Well, I know I had it coming. I know I can't be free. But those people keep moving, and that's what tortures me. From this prison, if that railroad train was mine, then I'd move it on a little farther down the line, far from Folsom Prison. That's where I want to stay. And I'd lonesome whistle blow my blues away. Sunday morning with no way to hold my head that didn't hurt. And the beer I had for breakfast wasn't bad, so I had one more for dessert. Then I fumbled in my closet, through my clothes and found my cleanest dirty shirt. Then I washed my face and combed my hair, stumbled down the stairs to meet the day. I smoked my mind the night before with cigarettes and songs that I'd been picking. But I lit my first and watched the small boy cussing at a can that he'd been kicking. Across the empty street, caught the Sunday smell of someone frying chicken. And it took me back to something that I lost somewhere, somehow along the way. On a Sunday morning sidewalk, I'm wishing, Lord, that I was stoned. There's something in a Sunday that makes the body feel alone. Oh, and there ain't nothing short of dying half as lonesome as the sound of a sleeping city sidewalk. Sunday morning coming down. In the park I saw a daddy with a laughing little girl that he was swinging. And I stopped beside a Sunday school, listened to the songs that they was singing. Down the road, somewhere far away, a lonely bell was ringing. And it echoed through the canyons like a disappearing dream of yesterday. On a Sunday morning sidewalk, I'm wishing, Lord, that I was stoned. 'Cause there's something in a Sunday makes the body feel alone. There ain't nothing short of dying walking city sidewalk. Sunday morning coming down. Well, thank you very much. Thanks for coming to our show. Hope you have a good time tonight. We're really glad to see you, and we got a lot of requests to answer. Hope we got one of your favorites. Some of these songs I've been singing for more than 30 years, but if you enjoy them, they're like brand new to me. As you can see now, by now you see this is not new country. This is not even CMTV country. We don't have any flying cows on this show, exploding bales of hay, not even any chickens and pigs, and there's no people coming in on ropes and water slides, and there's no rain curtains and spaceships. And I like new country. I enjoy watching them. I got a lot of friends and family that are really doing great in new country, but like I said, well, you know what, after all these years, I never have found it was important for me to wear my pants too tight on stage even. You know? When we started in 1955 on Sun Records, we're going to take you way back tonight, back further than some of you go. But our musical roots go back to 55 from the time we started recording. And drums were unheard of on country music records then. And we didn't take drums into the studios. We were a little different in music in Memphis because W.S. Holland played drums for Carl Perkins already. That's W.S. Holland. And I like the sound of his snare drum. Hey, after he left Carl Perkins and joined us in 1958, he's been with me now 35 years. And I never did ask him, I never did find out why he left Carl Perkins. Why'd you leave Carl?
He wouldn't take back what he said, so I quit.
Oh, he wouldn't take back what he said. What'd he say?
He said, you're fired.
But you see, I like that sound. So here's what I did. Here's a trade secret. I put the paper in the strings of the guitar, and then I had my snare drum. Something like that. With Bob Wooten on lead guitar, Dave Rowe on upright bass. Here's us in 1950. The line. Forget my baby, I guess I will someday. I don't like it, but I guess things happen that way. You asked me if I'll get along, I guess I will some way. I don't like it, but I guess things happen that way. God gave me that girl to lean on, then he put me on my own. Heaven help me be a man and have the strength to stand alone. I don't like it, but I guess things happen that way. Her kisses, I guess I will every day. I don't like it, but I guess things happen that way. You asked me if I'll find another, I don't know, I can't say. I don't like it, but I guess things happen that way. put me on my own. Heaven help me be a man, have the strength to stand alone. I don't like it, but I guess things happen that way. Thank you very much. I grew up in Mississippi County, Arkansas. I was born down in Cleveland County, south of Pine Bluff, but I grew up in Mississippi County, near the river there, and all the folks that had such a rough time with the flood this summer, I know a little bit about what you went through. It happened to me when I was a little boy. We had a terrible flood there in the winter of 37, 38. Had to go to the hills for about 3 weeks. We came back, we didn't have a very good cotton crop that year. It just didn't grow very tall at all. But it was a good year for me to grow ears. Well, the blessing came with that flood, that rich black river dirt, and Daddy plowed it in, and the next year we had one of the best crops we ever had. But I remember my brother and I, when I was about that old, going to the store with 1 penny, hoping to get 2 pennies worth of candy. The scene was a small roadside cafe. The waitress was sweeping the floor. 2 truck drivers drinking their coffee, and 2 little kids by the door. How much are them candies, they asked her. How much have you got, she replied. We have only 1 penny between us. Well, them are 2 for a penny, she lied. And the daylight grew heavy with thunder, and the smell of the rain on the wind. Ain't it just like a human? Here comes that rainbow again. One truck driver said to the waitress, after the kids went outside, them candies ain't 2 for a penny. Well, what's it to you, she replied. In silence they finished their coffee. They got up and nodded goodbye. She called, hey, you left too much money. Well, what's it to you, they replied. And the daylight grew heavy with thunder, and the smell of the rain on the wind. Ain't it just like a human? Here comes that rainbow again. Hey, get rhythm. When you get the blues, come on, get rhythm. When you get the blues, get a rock and roll beating in your bones, put taps on your toes, and get gone, get rhythm. When you get the blues. A little shoeshine boy never gets a low down. Got the dirtiest job in town. Bending low at the people's feet on the windy corner of the dirty street. Well, I asked him while he shined my shoes how to keep from getting the blues. Grinned as he raised his little head. He popped his shoeshine rag and then he said, get rhythm. When you get the blues, come on, get rhythm. When you get the blues, get Get a rock and roll feeling in your bones, put taps on your toes, and get gone, get rhythm. When you get the blues, slide guitar. Come on, get rhythm. When you get the blues, get a rock and roll feeling in your bones, put taps on your toes, and get gone, get rhythm. When you get the blues. Well, I sat down and listened to the shoe shine boy. I thought I was gonna jump with joy. He slapped on the shoe polish left and right, took his shoe shine rag and he held it tight. He stopped once to wipe the sweat away. I said, you mind a little boy to be working that way. He said, I like it with a big wide grin, and kept on popping and he said again, get rhythm. When you get the blues, come on, get rhythm. When you get the blues, get a rock and roll feeling in your bones, put taps on your toes, you're gonna get rhythm. When you get the blues. Thank you. Here's Earl Pool Ball. The inimitable Earl Pool Ball. How about that? Yeah. I'm John Carter again, and I'm going to do a couple songs for you. Thank you. Thank you very much. See you later in the show. I appreciate it. Now I'm going to show you my train. Come all you rounders if you want to hear the story about a brave engineer. Casey Jones was a roller's name, and on a 6-seater wheeler Boise rode to fame. Well, the caller called Casey about 4:30. Kissed his wife at the station door, climbed in the cabin with his orders in his hand. He said, it's my trip to the promised land. Casey Jones mounted to the cabin. Casey Jones had the orders in his hand. Casey Jones was leaning out the window, and he took a little trip to the promised land. He went through South Memphis, yards on the fly. Rain been a-falling and the water was high. Everybody knew by the engine's moan the man at the throttle was Casey Jones. Casey Jones mounted to the cabin, had the orders in his hand. Leaning out the window, took a trip to the promised land. He had a hand on the whistle and a hand on the brake, and Vaughn, Mississippi was wide awake. I see railroad officials said, I'll tell you one thing, he's a good engineer to be a laying dead. Mounted to the cabin, had the orders in his hand. Casey Jones, leaning out the window, took a trip to the promised land. Yonder coming, it's coming down that railroad track. Hey, look yonder coming down that railroad track. That's an orange blossom special, bringing my baby back. Hi, baby. I'm going down to Florida, get some sand in my shoes. I may go to California, get some sand in my shoes. Ride that orange blossom special and lose these New York blues. Rolling now. Switchyard and minding my own business like I always do. And a railroad detective come up to me and said, "What are you hanging around here for?" And I said, "For whatever's going around, I'll have my part." He didn't think that was so funny. He said, "What are you hanging around here for?" And I said, "I'm looking for my baby." And he said, "This is a terrible place for you to look for your baby." I said, "I got a terrible baby." I said, "I don't care if I do-da-do-da-do-da-do-da-do-da-do-da-do-da. Hey, you talk about rambling, she's the fastest train on the line. Do you talk about rambling, she's the fastest train on the line. That's an orange blossom special, rolling down the seaboard line." There's my train right there. Wow, look out for my train. That was my train. You know, I think it's important for our music and for the fans and for us that every once in a while, every country singer, man or woman, should sit down with his guitar or piano and show the folks what they've got. Been in the studio a lot lately. Well, you've got a lot of spotlights on me, don't you? Been in the studio a lot lately, and most of the songs that I've been recording have been like acoustic, just with the guitar. And I'd like to give you an example. One of my favorite folk songs, well, more than a folk song, it's just a really good song, written by an old friend of mine down in Arkansas. Back about 18 and 25, I left Tennessee very much alive. And I never would have made it through the Arkansas mud if I hadn't been a-riding on a Tennessee stud. Had some trouble with my sweetheart's pa. One of her brothers was a bad outlaw. I wrote a letter to my Uncle Bud, and I rode away on the Tennessee stud. The Tennessee stud was long and lean, the color of the sun, and his eyes were green. He had the nerve and he had the blood. There never was a horse like the Tennessee stud. Well, I rode right down into no man's land, across that river called the Rio Grande. I raced my horse with a Spaniard's foal, got me a skin full of silver and gold. Me and the gambler, we couldn't agree. We got in a fight over Tennessee. We pulled our guns and he fell with a thud, and I rode away on the Tennessee stud. The Tennessee stud was long and lean, the color of the sun, and his eyes were green. He had the nerve and he had had the blood. There never was a horse like the Tennessee stud. Rode right back across Arkansas. I whooped her brother and I whooped her pa. I found that girl with the golden hair, and she was riding on a Tennessee mare. Pretty little baby on the cabin floor, little horse cold playing round the door. I love the girl with the golden hair, and the Tennessee stud loves a Tennessee mare. The Tennessee stud was long and lean, the color of the sun, and his eyes were green. He had the nerve and he had the blood. There never was a horse like the Tennessee stud. Christopher Stuyvesant came to Nashville in 1968, 69. He wrote a song about me. And he didn't tell me that for a long time, but he tells it on record, on a live recording that he does when he sings this song, that I was the man that was in the bar. I don't remember that. But he said I was the man that was in the bar, the old man that, with the song. This is called To Beat the Devil. Down on Music Row, and I was looking for a place to get myself out of the cold, to feed the frozen feeling that was eating at my soul, and keep the chilly wind off my guitar. My thirsty wanted whiskey, and my hunger needed beans, and it had been a month of paydays since I'd heard that eagle scream. So with a pocket full of empty and a heart full of dreams, I left my pride and walked inside a bar. I guess you could call it a tavern. Sawdust on the floor, cigarette smoke to the ceiling, friendly shadows. I could see that there was just one old man that was sitting at the bar, and in the mirror I could see him checking me and my guitar. And he said, "Hey, come on up here, boy, and show us what you are." I said, "I'm thirsty." He bought me a beer. He said, "You ain't doing no good, are you?" I just looked at him. He said, "You ain't making any money, are you?" I said, "You've been reading my mail." He said, "Let me see that guitar. I got something I want to show you." And then he sang it to me. If you waste your time talking to the people who don't listen to the things that you are saying, hoping someone's gonna hear, and if you should die explaining how the things that they complain about are things they could be changing, hoping someone's gonna care. There's a world of lonely singers in a world turned deaf and blind, who were crucified for what they tried to show, and their voices still are ringing through the swirling sands of time, 'cause they don't believe that no one wants to know. Well, the old man was a stranger, but I'd heard his song before, back when trouble had me locked out on the wrong side of the door, when nothing stood behind me but my shadow on the floor, and lonesome was more than a state of mind. They say the devil haunts a hungry man. If you can't beat him, you gotta join him. Well, I'm not saying that I beat the devil, fear for nothing. Then I stole his song. And you still can hear me talking to the people who don't listen to the things that I am saying, hoping someone's gonna hear. And if I should die explaining how the things that they complain about are things they could be changing, hoping someone's gonna care. I was born a lonely singer and I'm bound to die the same, but I've gotta feed the hunger in my soul. And if I never have a nickel, I won't ever be ashamed, 'cause I don't believe that no one wants to know. Riding out one dark and windy day. On a ridge he rested as he went along his way, when all at once a mighty herd of red-eyed cows he saw, plowing through the ragged sky and up a cloudy draw. Their brands were still on fire and their hooves were made of steel. Their horns were black and shiny, and their hot breath he could feel. Bolts of fear went through him as they thundered through the skies. Saw the riders coming hard, and he heard their mournful cry. Yippee-yi! Your soul from hell, riding on our range. Cowboy, change your ways today, or with us you will ride, trying to catch the devil's herd across these endless skies. Yippee-yi, oh yippee-yi, oh, ghost riders in pepper sprout. We've been talking about Jackson ever since the fire went out. I'm going to Jackson. I'm going to mess around. Yeah, I'm going to Jackson. Look out, Jackson town.
Let's go on down to Jackson. Yeah, go ahead and wreck you out there. Go play your hand, you big talking man. Just make a big fool of yourself. Yeah, go Jackson. Go comb your hair.
Oh, honey, snowball Jackson.
See if I can.
Well, when I breeze into that city, people gonna scrape and bow. All them women gonna make me teach them what they don't know how. I'm going to Jackson. You turn loose on my coat. Yeah, I'm going to Jackson.
Goodbye, that's all, sugar. Everything is chillin' Jackson. God, it ain't so low to pull that can. Gonna need you around town like a scalded hound with your tail tucked between your legs. Yeah, go Jackson. You big talking man, but I'll be waiting in Jackson. Got my Japan.
Well, now we got married in a fever, a heart and a pepper sprout. We've been talking about Jackson ever since the fire went out. I'm going to Jackson, and that's the fact. Yeah, we're going to Jackson. Ain't never coming back. Till we got married in a fever, I think so.
Thank you very much. I really do appreciate the applause. I like to come on the stage when Johnny does, because that's one way I'm going to get some clapping done. And I really enjoy singing with him if I get a chance. He's handy. Do you know I've been married to this man over 25 years now, and I'm still paddling along after him. Still 25. Do you know we've got 6 girls? First day I married him, I had 2 and he had 4, and that gave us 6 the first day. Then we had a son. You've seen the baby. You've seen that little undergrown son of ours. He comes up on Friday and Saturday and works with us. He's going to college again. It's not hurting him too bad, I don't think. Just every once in a while. Anyway, that's 7 kids we got. And I'm tired. But I do enjoy singing with Johnny. I really do. I used to do a lot of stuff on the stage, and I don't know too much about what's going on in country music now. It's changed so much. Everybody's got different names, and they're all doing different things, and I'm trying to learn about it as best I can. I'm backstage back there. We've got a bus around in the back, and I was back there with Johnny waiting my turn to adore him, because the women was getting his autograph, and I was standing there waiting, watching, and I saw this one woman flying around the corner there, and she was looking at me. She wasn't even paying him any attention, and I thought, that's the nicest thing. She's going to ask me for my autograph. And she started picking up speed, coming at me just hard as she could, just started running like everything, took this great big leap right in front of me and hollered, Loretta! I said, no, ma'am. Thank you very much, but I'm not Loretta. I said, she's this little bitty person, and she's married to this big fat man named Mooney. I said, I'm Johnny Cash's wife. My name's June Carter. I said, I used to be somebody. And I thought, well, I better throw some new names around. I said, listen, I'm not just Johnny Cash's wife. I'm Roseanne Cash's mother. I'm Roseanne's mother. I'm Carleen Carter's mother. Rodney Crowell's ex-mother-in-law. I'm Marty Stewart's ex-mother-in-law. If you want to know how long I've been in the business, I'm also Hank Williams Jr.'s godmother. Hank, I've really tried. Well, she backed off and looked at me again, and she said, well, you can't help it, can you? I said, can't help what? She said, well, you got fat, didn't you? I said, don't you know nothing?
I said, that's fluid. It just runs in different directions on some of us girls, doesn't it? And girls, do you know what we've got to do? We've got to stick together on this thing. Because we just keep moving. Don't stop. Give it all you got. Just keep on walking, because if you stop, it'll settle in on you. Just keep moving. And don't ever sit down. You'll just swell up if you do. And stay out of the bed. Last night I'm still walking, wondering what I'm going to do, and old Johnny's laying in the bed, and he said, June, said, get in this bed. I said, you get in that bed. You swell up. No, some of you took that wrong. Do you know, do you know something? I was just trying to look good. I really was. I was going to do that. Because with them 6 girls, do you know so far we've had 14 sons-in-laws? We've just about got 2 good ones, that's all. But they won't go away. They just keep stacking up. They stay with me and Johnny. They like me and Johnny. Oh, that's okay. I tell you what. I know how they do it, girls. I really do. And what we've got to do, you can join my club if you want to. I'm in this club. It's the Approaching 50 Club. Y'all can get in if you want. I'm just coming at it from the other side is all. I'm just wearing that dude out. Actually, excuse me. Oh, I know how they do it. I know what happens. See, it was fluid, but when you stop, girls, it becomes hard lard. So just keep on moving. And I know how they do it with those little bitty tiny waists, just about like that. You know how Dolly Parton used to be bigger, and all of a sudden she got just like this? Well, I know how they did it. She had 5 people on this side, 5 people on this side, and they was all pulling these strings of this great big waist cincher. And she just pulled that waist in. Got it in tighter than anything. Now, when it's that tight, you know that stuff's got to go somewhere. And I don't ever let it go. I thought I'd try it, and I got Rosie, my daughter, to help me, and she just got around in the back and pulled as hard as she could. And I said, now how do I look? I want to go on the stage and look good. Tell me what to do, Rose. And she walked all the way around me and looked at me, and she said, Mama, I think you're supposed to have 2 bumps instead of 3. I forgot about you, Johnny.
You ready for them bumps?
What'd you say?
I didn't say anything. I said, hooray for them bumps. No, I was kidding you. I enjoy watching you. I really
Thank
do.
you. Thank you very
I'm a
much.
big fan of yours.
I appreciate that.
Ever
Thank
since I
you.
was that tall, as long as I can remember.
You know what that's about, don't you? He wants y'all to think I'm older than him.
I didn't say that.
Look at him over there wrinkling up. I am a little bit older than him. Just a little bit, but let me tell you, boy, I deserve to be. By the time I got in his life, he had so many miles on him, there's no way I'm ever going to catch up with him.
If I were a carpenter and you were a lady, would you marry me anyway? Would you have my baby?
If you were a carpenter
Mm-hmm.
and I were a lady,
I'd marry you anyway. I'd have you, baby.
If I were a miller and a mill wheel grinding, would you miss your sparkling stuff and your soft shoes shining?
If you were a miller and a mill wheel grinding, and I'll miss my sparkling stuff or my soft shoes shining.
Save your love through loneliness, save your love through sorrow. Gave you my onlyness, give me your tomorrow.
Once when Michael Jackson sung it. My first recording, I was 17 years old, and it was on RCA Victor. And it was a parody on this song.
Elijah couldn't milk the cow. Well, he didn't have the pool. He put the bucket under her and pumped the blind thing full. Elijah, when the cows heard him coming, they would wail. Here comes old icy fingers with his pail.
Poor old Elijah never had a kiss. Poor old Elijah,
Well,
don't know what he missed. Is it any wonder that his face is red? Elijah had termites in his head.
I hurt myself, Johnny.
If a tinker was my trade, would I still find you?
I'll be carrying the parts you made, following behind you.
Well, if I worked my hands in wood, would you still love me?
I'd answer you, yes I would.
Would you not be above me? Save it up through loneliness, save it up through sorrow. Gave you my onlyness, give me your tomorrow. June, they gave him his orders at Monroe, Virginia. Said, Steve, you're way behind time. This is not 38, it's old 97. Put her in dispenser on time.
And then he turned around and said to his big greasy fireman, shovel on a little more coal. And when you cross that wide open mountain, just watch old 97 roll.
Well, he was going down a creek, making 90 miles an hour, when a whistle broke into a scream. He was bound in the wreck with his hand on the throttle, scalded to death by the steam. Poor boy. David Jones. about that? Carter family, yeah. That's really good.
Press on.
Baby, I got people I want to recognize, honey.
Great.
We got a lot of people here from everywhere. California, we got Jane Walker Tours, 13 people from California. Jane
Welcome.
Walker Tours.
Oh.
Welcome, folks.
Oh, they're
California?
They're back there, California. Sing a song from California, honey.
California?
Dart right into it.
California.
California.
Give me a...
California, here I come, right back where I started from.
There you go, baby.
Dun, 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 dun.
That's good.
Forgot it. I was giving it all I had, but I lost it. See, we don't know what we're doing in this part of the show, so will y'all try to be from somewhere interesting?
How about Washington? The All Aboard Express from Washington, 35 people.
Y'all came a long ways. Washington, press
Washington song.
on. Washington, Johnny.
What did I away, boys, away to Washington? Someone I know, June. Sorry. Michigan, Senior Citizens Unlimited, 42 of them from Michigan. Welcome, folks.
Welcome.
Glad to have you. God bless you. Thanks for coming.
Sam.
Michigan.
Michigan.
Hey, Bob. I was born in Saginaw, Michigan. I grew up in a house on Saginaw Bay. My daddy was a poor, hard-working Saginaw fisherman, and brought home too little pay. I loved a girl in Saginaw, Michigan. She was the daughter of a very, very wealthy man, and he called me that son of a Saginaw fisherman, and not good enough to win his daughter's hand. Michigan. I want to say hi to Hester Petty.
Hi, Hester.
It says she loves you. Hi, I love you too, Hester.
That could have been me. Is that my card or is that yours? I bet it's yours.
Well, it says she loves you then.
No, it's your card.
I don't know.
You've got good taste, man.
This is the Boot Heel Shrine Club, 42 of them. From Missouri. Give me a chord, Bob. Oh, what?
What's a Ford?
I said a chord.
Oh. You better get a rope because I don't think that's going to hold you.
That's one of your old ones.
I'm afraid to use my jokes.
I remember
Everybody
one
else is
time,
worn out in this town.
you know what, I got to tell you the truth. Now, I'm not trying to sound like she's older than me, but on my senior trip, when I was 18 years old, graduated from high school in Dyess, Arkansas, Mississippi County, took a senior trip to the Grand Ole Opry, and I was sitting up there in the balcony, and there was June Carter. And I said, one day I'm going to get her autograph. And here's a joke she told that night. She said, she and Ernest says, June, what are you doing over there? And she said, I'm westing. And he said, in the refrigerator? And she said, it's a Westinghouse. That's a joke she told him that.
I spent about 30 years writing comedy. I said, I'm afraid to do any of it here. It's all been done.
I said the Boot Heel Shrine Club, 42 of them from Missouri. Hush, abide my baby, slumber time is coming soon. Rest your head upon my breast while Mammy hums a tune.
Oh, Mammy!
Old folks were humming, the banjos were strumming, while the soft breezes sigh as in days long gone by, way down in Missouri, where I heard this melody, when I was a little baby on my mammy's knee, and I had low, as in days long ago, singing hush, abide. Sweet dreams, Hester. All right, the Alamo City Tours and Travel from Texas, 46 people. Alamo City Tours and Travel. Where y'all? From San Antonio? All right. And Shumley Travel from Texas, 27. Hello.
We covered up with Texans. You better sing something.
120.
80.
Oh, yes, 180 were challenged by Travis to die by the line that he drew with his sword when the battle was nigh. Any man that would fight to the death cross over, but him that would live better fly. And over the line went 179. Hey, Santa, we're killing your soldiers below, that men wherever they go will remember the Alamo. Boy lay dying, but his powder was ready and dry. Flat on his back, Boy killed him a few in reply. And young Davy Crockett was singing and laughing with gallantry fierce in his eye. For God and for freedom, a man more than willing to die. Hey, Santa, we're killing your soldiers below, that men wherever they go will remember the Alamo. For you, Texas. I want to say hello to Toby Tours from Kentucky, 46, and the Ballard County Seniors from Kentucky. Ballard County, yes. Welcome, Kentucky. Glad to have you. Sing it, June.
Sing it.
Helen,
Okay.
get in there.
Okay. Kentucky, you are the dearest land outside of heaven to me. Kentucky, your laurel and your redbud tree. When I die, I want to rest upon a graceful mountain so high, for that is where God will look for me.
Kentucky. Betty Connor is 60-something. Happy birthday, Betty Connor. Where are you?
67.
Happy birthday to you.
Betty Connor.
Happy birthday to you.
Betty Connor.
Happy birthday, dear Betty. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Diane Morgan. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Diane. Happy birthday to you. Sandy and Harry are here tonight and they're getting married tomorrow.
Oh,
Sandy and Harry, where are you? Getting married tomorrow, Sandy and Harry?
they're way back in the back. Oh, isn't that sweet?
Hey,
Just keep pressing on.
congratulations. God bless you.
Good luck to you. Thank you for coming. Okay, Johnny, press on.
Warren and Donna Peterson celebrating their 50th anniversary. Warren and Donna Peterson. Where are you, folks?
50 years.
Happy anniversary to you. See him, John Carter?
I'm going to stay with Johnny that long if he doesn't mess up.
Hey, I want to say happy 50th anniversary also to Chuck and Phyllis Berry. Two of them got the 50th tonight. Congratulations, Chuck and Phyllis.
Now, where you all from?
That's it.
Seattle, Washington. We already sung for you. We're really glad to have you. Have a good
Chuck.
time.
Is his name Chuck Berry?
Yeah.
Notice him, Chuck Berry.
Is it really?
Well, that's his name, yeah.
Yeah, Chuck Berry.
What
Is
it
he
says.
our Chuck Berry?
Give me E, Bob.
Yeah.
Down in Louisiana, close to New Orleans, back up in the woods among the evergreens, nestled in the corner of Thinwood lived a little country boy named Johnny B. Good. He never really learned to read or write so well, but he could play a guitar just like a ringing a bell. Go, 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 Johnny, go now, go. 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 Johnny be good. I want to introduce a friend of ours. He travels with us. He's a minister of the gospel. His name is Reverend Jack Shaw from Johnstown, Pennsylvania, and he's always with us wherever we go on our tours, and he's always there at the end of the show. Anybody got a spiritual problem, got a problem with a family member, a loved one that's got a problem you want to talk to him about to get some counseling, he'll be glad to talk to you. A great spiritual man there, a lot of expertise in matters of the Bible, of the Word, and of drug and alcohol abuse, expertise there that he could give counseling on if you know somebody that's got that kind of problem. And he don't even charge anything, you don't even take up a collection. But Jack Shaw will be there after the show if you want to see him. I want to recognize Val and Angela. This is from England.
We're glad to see y'all.
We tour over there every year, and they've come to so many of our shows. And this week, for the first time, they've come to America to our shows, and we're awfully glad to have you over.
Thank you.
From England. England swings like a pendulum do. Bobby's on bicycles 2 by 2.
It's too hot.
Westminster Tower, the Abbey.
I'm Henry VIII, I am. Henry VIII, I am. I got married to the girl next door. Been married 20 times before. I'm sorry, honey. I was just pressing on.
My lady sun is sinking fast. The race is almost run. My strongest trials now are past. The triumph has begun. Oh, come, angel band, come and around me stand. Oh, bear me away on your snow white wings to my immortal home. Oh, bear me away on your snow white wings to my immortal home.
I've almost gained my heavenly home. My spirit loudly sings, oh, holy ones, behold they come. I hear the sound of wings.
Oh, come, angel band, come and around me stand. stand. Oh, bear me away on your snow white wings to my immortal home. Oh, bear me away on your snow white wings to my immortal home. Oh, come, angel band, come and around me stand. Oh, bear me away on your snow white wings to my immortal home. Oh, bear me away on your snow white wings to my immortal home. It's been something seeing you again in this time we've had to spend. You've been so good to be around. I thank you for that special thrill. Keeps me going on until the next time I'm in town. Though I won't be back here for a while, hear your laughter, see your smile, and I'll remember what went down. Though I don't know how or when I'll be seeing you again the next time I'm in town. Till the next time that I'll be passing through, think of all the things we gotta look forward to. Checking up on old friends, staying up all night long, playing jukebox music, singing old country songs. Well, the people and the places range across the bridge of time and change, and once again I'm homeward bound. But there's one thing I promise you, that's another rendezvous the next time I'm in town. Well, it's been something seeing you again in this time we've had to spend. You've been so good to be around. I thank you for that special thrill. Keeps me going on until the next time I'm in town. Good night. God bless you, folks.